And as the U.S. faces the biggest migrant surge in 20 years, communities near the border are feeling the impact. Many migrants trying to escape violence or terrible conditions in their own countries. But in Uvalde, less than 2 hours from San Antonio, law enforcement there is reporting an increase of human smuggling cases. The police department, the sheriff's office, they're worried that an increase in high-speed chases is putting the community in danger. They tell our Tiffany Huertas resources are stretched thin.
Well, between the city and county, Uvalde will spend roughly $18,000 in a month to move hundreds of migrants being dropped off by Border Patrol.
But the decision came with a lot of pushback as the mayor encouraged his citizens to raise hell.
We don't like spending anybody's money, but we don't want these people congregating in town.
Ever since I was a kid, Texas has faced a border problem. There have been migrants coming to the Texas border for as long as I can remember, but that used to just be a Del Rio problem. Now, migrants are showing up in my hometown. Whatever the reason for migrants coming to the border, and there are many, I have never considered migrants to be a problem. As you heard in the news clip earlier, the mayor of Uvalde, Don McLaughlin Jr., thinks we should give them hell. I think, and this may be a compelling, unheard of thought, we should give them sympathy instead. Migrants can utilize different methods to reach the border, but that doesn't always mean they make it across the border. For one, migrants can travel with human smugglers. Human smuggling has been on the rise lately. During the Thanksgiving break this semester, within 1 week, 7 human smugglers were arrested. Because human smugglers will cram migrants into their cars and vans, 7 human smugglers means that there could have been at least 5 to 20 migrants per smuggler. And human smugglers only care about the money. They don't care about the migrants they are transporting. Some migrants have been rescued from the backs of vans where there's little to no ventilation, and of course the backs of these vans were overcrowded. Many smugglers are caught because they drive above 70 miles per hour. In Texas, 70 is usually the speed limit. But because of the rise in human smuggling and the influx of migrants, police and Border Patrol are stretched to the limit. In addition to responding to the many calls about migrants crossing property or destroying property, the police still must respond to calls specific to the small towns around my hometown. And though police and Border Patrol often have to engage in high-speed chases to catch human smugglers, they also have to respond to calls if migrants are found hiding in trains.
As the surge of migrants continues along the border, officials in Uvalde County said the influx is having a significant impact on county resources, especially with sheriff's deputies who spend hours each day apprehending migrants stowing away on trains.
Some migrants will hide within boxcars to avoid detection, but some will also travel on top of the cars so that they aren't seen at train stations. Neither option is incredibly safe. Migrants traveling on top of trains are open to harsh weather conditions. Moreover, if migrants fall off the top of the boxcars, they can lose limbs or die. Trains are usually a way for migrants to avoid inspection stations, which they may run into if they are traveling with human smugglers. There is an inspection station in between Uvalde and Del Rio, and every car traveling on this road has to stop and talk to Border Patrol officers about the nature of their trip and whether or not they traveled to Mexico. Because of the migrant traffic lately, this particular inspection station was actually shut down for a period of time, since there were not enough Border Patrol agents to run the station. Another way to avoid inspection stations is to travel by foot. However, the conditions in Texas are not favorable. During the summer, temperatures can reach degrees higher than 100 Fahrenheit. This can lead to heat stroke or dehydration. Then, during the night, migrants can catch hypothermia when the temperatures plummet in the desert. While the desert may not seem like a dangerous place to those who don't live near one, migrants may also encounter rattlesnakes or scorpions. Or if migrants attempt to cross the Rio Grande, they may drown in the river or in canals along the way. While the journey is difficult physically, crossing the border is difficult because of the reactions migrants encounter. Once migrants cross the border, they encounter hatred. Signs like this proliferate back home, since many migrants will cross private property on their journey. Many homeowners and ranchers are also utilizing barbed wire to deter migrants from crossing their property. Though I am not saying we should immediately grant residency to migrants, I do believe we should understand why everyone is not able to come to the border the quote-unquote right way.